before a packed house at the beautiful Franklin High Gym. We should have a beautiful basketball game tonight as Franklin TV presents the MIAA tournament from Franklin High School with the Panthers, the number 1 seed, taking on the number 16 seed Knights of North Andover. Hi neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside Jay Horrigan, our producers tonight, Chris Leverone and Ben McBride. Well, Jay, it comes down to the Sweet 16 and the matchup tonight. Two good ones. Franklin 23-1 against North Andover, 13-8. They play in the very difficult Merrimack Valley Conference. They're a potent offensive team.
They are, Pete, and as you said, that MVC, the Merrimack Valley Conference, is a tough league with the likes of North Andover, a lot of those other
Lawrence.
teams up there. Yeah. So we should be in for a good one, although hopefully we'll be able to get off to the start the Panthers got off to on Thursday.
You're talking about a 25-0 run against Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
The Panthers in the home white and North Andover in the orange and black. It's Samuels jumping it up with Catalano. Controlled by the Panthers. There's Sullivan. There's the start.
Great job by Caden Sullivan going right. They worked whatever play they had drawn up prior to the game, Pete.
Absolutely tremendous. This is Catalano. He's their high scorer. Jorda, can he shoot? Wow, wait till you see him in action here tonight. This is Bethel. The other starters are Ben Sullivan Latuga. A jump shot from the side, no good, but he gets his own rebound, does Sullivan Latuga. Over to Jorda. The other starters, Zach DeRochers, and shot is no good. Rebound by Olmsted. The other starter for them is Ryan Jorda.
Little update from the other night, Pete. I talked to Zach Allen, who rolled his ankle Thursday night. He is suited up, ready to go. It's his senior year. He's not going to pass on any opportunity he can to play.
Play through a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Here's Sullivan taking it strong. He pulls it up. This is going to be a jump shot by Olmsted. That's no good. Rebound cleared by Cam Bethel. Give you the Franklin starters in a moment, Jay.
I think you're going to see both of these teams, both like the three-pointer, they play somewhat similar games, Pete.
DeRochers missed that one. This is Olmsted, and he misses it. Oh, that ball hung on the lip of the rim and fell out. Olmsted with Conlon, Sullivan, Samuels, a travel call, and also starting for Franklin, Seth O'Donnell. The officials for tonight's game are Steve Mata, Ryan Anderson, and Dan Murphy. 3 officials working this one. Franklin with that 2-0 lead, minute and 42 in.
3 very top officials we're lucky to have. And what helps is a tie up there. That's going to go to North Andover. What helps, Pete, there aren't many boys games tonight, so there were a lot of officials available. There were a lot of officials in the crowd, not just family members.
Yes, I know you were talking to at least one before the game. What a packed house here. The student body in full throat in their NBA outfits. This is North Andover with the ball. That was Bethel. Catalano is picked off in there by Sullivan, and he regains control. And his ball is knocked out of bounds.
You know, great job there, Pete, by Sullivan, realizing that Bethel had position on him and he wasn't going to be able to get around. He picks up the ball and tries to get it to Olmsted, I think it was, but unable to do so as it was knocked out of bounds.
Very intense defenses. Sullivan for a long 3. It's no good. Rebound by Brian Jorda. North Andover coached by Paul Tanglis in his 12th year. Franklin, of course, coached by C.J. Neely. And the ball is lost. Here's Conlon. Joe, and he's going to be fouled. Not a good foul there by Cam Bethel, as the other number 12 had the ball, Joe Conlon.
Yeah, Conlon was kind of heading away from the basket. It would be one thing if he was going up for a layup, Pete, but he wasn't.
First foul of the game. You have a packed house on hand here. O'Donnell to inbound it for the white and blue of Franklin. Home whites here tonight. So glad you're with us here on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Olmsted, he's going to take it strong. He falls down. He's going to be called for travel.
Travel there. And that was, no one did anything wrong. He just slipped on the floor.
He did. So a low-scoring start to this one. Talking to Coach C.J. Neely, Jay, he said that North Andover will probably not run a lot. They like their half-court game.
You know what? Just watching them early and watching a little bit that I was able to find earlier online, they're very similar in respect to what Franklin went through the other night. So Franklin should be well prepared, also getting through the Hockomock League, which can be a very physical league.
Conlon takes it strong. Franklin by 2, one tie so far at 2. 4:38 to go in the first. This is Bethel, picked up by Samuels. Out deep to Rochers. And he's going to be called.
That's going to be on the floor, yeah.
That's going to be on Olmsted,
Olmsted, yeah.
First foul of the game against the Panthers.
Yeah.
And it'll be out of bounds.
And, of course, the North Andover coach wanted a shooting foul. The Franklin bench thought Olmsted got pushed off of first.
Bethel with it for the Knights. Comes around a Catalano screen. And this is DeRochers. DeRochers pulls up for the jump shot. That's short and airball. Good defense by the Panthers. And here comes Sullivan. Sullivan with the full-up jump shot, around and out. Rebound to Rochers.
Caden so far.
And that's going to be an offensive foul.
You know, that's what Caden Sullivan does, Pete. He draws those fouls. He's not hitting his shot right now. He makes up for it in other ways.
That's what Coach says. He has a non-stop motor. You saw it actually. He missed the shot, came back and got himself in position and took the charge.
And we even saw that from here, Pete.
Yes. Here's Olmsted back. 4-2 Panthers. Low-scoring start to this one. Nothing like the Shrewsbury start.
No.
Down low to Samuels. What a look by Olmsted.
Great job there.
Franklin with his largest lead at 4, 6-2. DeRochers back. Man-to-man defense. Both teams will play a lot of man. The long jump shot, that's out. And it's going to be off the foot of Sullivan Latuga. And the first sub coming in is Trey Martin. Coach Tangos told me before the game, Jay, he'll go only about 7 deep tonight, barring unusual and unfortunate circumstances.
Which is kind of in a close game. That will be right around where Franklin is, 7 or 8 players.
The Panthers, talking to Coach C.J. Neely before the game, he's looking to make that extra pass tonight like they did. Here's an alley-oop for Samuels. He puts it in.
Wow.
Talking about extra passes, Jay.
I thought he had jumped a little too soon on that, but that shows you what an athlete Justice Samuels is.
And here's a steal by Sullivan. 2-on-1 Panthers. Caden pulls up, gets contact, misses. Rebound over to Conlon, up and good. And Tangos needs to take a timeout.
Yeah, 10-2. Panthers, nothing like the other night, but, you know, they just all of a sudden.
Of it.
Yeah, they just went on for about a minute and a half, a spurt of scoring that, like you said, is kind of shades of what we saw last week, Pete.
10-2. The two leading scorers for the Panthers, Conlon with 4 and Samuels with 4. Samuels made some tough shots down low. One on a nice alley-oop from Olmsted. Sullivan with 2. The only 2 points by Nico Catalano. He averages about 18 points a game, Jay, and he's a force. He doesn't shoot a lot, I don't think, from the outside, but boy, can he do things down low. Nico Catalano.
Yeah, very good athlete.
One other interesting side note to this one, Jay, the assistant coach for Andover is Bill Hart. Bill Hart and C.J. Neely for 3 years were teammates at Bates College.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yes, and they had a long reminiscence. Coach Neely told me he was one of his best friends in college. They had a long chat reminiscing before the pregame down on the court.
That's great.
It's awesome. 10-2 Panthers with the lead. Our statistician tonight, Stephen Roysowicz, working with Oak. Franklin, 5 for 10 from the field. North Attleboro, 1 for 6. 2:53 to go in the first period. full court pressure here by the Panthers. Man-to-man press. They get it over to Bethel. Cam. Samuels has him. This is Jorda. He's been quiet so far. Catalano. There he does his work down low. It's blocked by Seth O'Donnell.
Boy, that's, Pete, that's normally we expect Justice to do that there.
You're right. And he gave away a couple of inches to the taller Catalano. This is Martin, the sub in the game. Almost a steal, almost a foul too, almost another steal. Catalano does his thing down low. Samuels can't block it. 4 points for Catalano. He has all of their points. 10-4. Samuels for Olmsted. And the ball is hit, but recovered by Caden. And Justice behind the back with the dribble. Hands it off to Caden. His pull-up left-hander gets his own rebound and puts it in.
You know, one thing I love about this Panther team, Pete, is they will work just as hard to get a layup as they will on defense. They play, as you've said, hard all 94 feet of the court.
A 3-ball by Trey Martin. Makes it a 5-point lead. Olmsted rebounds, Sullivan up, no! Tipped around Sullivan, no! No, it's not off of Sullivan. It's put in play to Martin. Here come, now they're going to run a little bit. A pull-up jump shot is no good. Rebound Olmsted. He's going to push it. He throws it away. He threw it away too far ahead for Sullivan. A rare opportunity to get some numbers ahead, but Olmsted just threw it way out of the reach of Caden Sullivan.
On top of that, we've got North Andover has been able to cut a little bit into that lead.
Yes, sure. It was 8 points. It's down to 5. The 3 balls will get you there in a hurry. They hit a nice long one. Trey Martin off the bench. Franklin this time will not press, so they'll back it off. 1:21 to go in the first period. 12-7 Panthers. In the game now is Angel Sanchez. This is he. Against Samuels. Is blocked by Samuels. No contest there. A long 3 by Jorda, and that's what he can do. I want to tell you about Brian Jorda. In one game, I think it was their last game or the second to the last game of the season, Jay.
Yeah.
Nice pass for Sullivan. Up, no. Rebound Jorda. We'll give you the story on Jorda in a minute. It's 12-10. DeRozers for Sanchez. Catalano. Samuels on him. Catalano is up and no good. Rebound up and good by Martin. We have a tie game.
And North Andover was able to come back in just a couple of minutes
Franklin
after that timeout.
Samuels for 3. That's off the side. What I want to say about Jordan, in one of their last games, or if not the last game, he took up 23 balls in the game. He personally shot 23s and made 11.
I'm exhausted just thinking about that.
He made 11. This is DeRozers. He slips. Sanchez. And he pulls up for the jumper. That's no good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Well, Franklin had an 8-point lead at 12-4. And now after 1, it's tied at 12-12. The stats now, Franklin 6 for 16 from the field, 37%. North Andover 5 for 15. But here's the difference. North Andover 2 for 7 from three-point land. Franklin 0 for 3. I also thought rebounding was strong for North Andover, 11-8. But I thought Franklin missed some shots down low as well, Jay. That hurt them a little bit.
Yeah.
So after 1, it's tied up as Franklin 12, North Andover 12. Franklin got off to that quick start. Turnovers in the game, North Andover has turned it over 5 times, Franklin 3. Points off turnovers, actually North Andover scored more points off the 3 Franklin turnovers, 5, than Franklin scored off the 5 North Andover turnovers, 4. And Franklin has never trailed in this game, but there have been 2 ties. So we move to the second period.
Pete, I just got an update from Lawrence with 1:31 left. Central Catholic is up on the Franklin Panther girls, 69-53.
Okay. Looks like the season might be coming to an end for Coach John
We're going to
Layton.
have to see an incredible comeback up in Lawrence for that to happen.
Yep. I don't think Franklin has substituted in that first period. And they still have their starters out there right now.
And we don't see, that's not something we don't see often, and that probably made no sense. That was really improper English. Normally we will see them substitute in the first quarter.
Nice look down low for Samuels, who finished it off with his 6th point to lead all scorers here tonight. 14-12, it's tipped away by Conlon.
Conlon thought he had that.
And here's the first sub now for Franklin. Wyatt Herndon, the 5'11 senior, comes in, and Joe Conlon leaves with his 4 points.
Which this is normally the first sub to come in off the bench, is Herndon. Herndon brings a huge spark to this offense.
DeRozier's gets his way through, gets his own rebound again. Nice dish for Sanchez, a whistle and a foul on Samuels. Justice could not get position in. Dan Murphy makes the call, a foul on Samuels, only the 2nd foul of the game against Franklin. And both teams now with 2 fouls. That's been it. Inbounding it will be Brian Jorda. Jorda, 4 of 5 starters are seniors for the Knights. This is Catalano, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, that's going to go against O'Donnell.
For Seth O'Donnell,
yeah.
Yeah, his first. So now 2 quickies, and coming into the game, you mentioned him, Jay. Here comes Zach Allen.
Which is great to see Zach. Oh, change of mind. That was a practice entrance for Zach.
He came to the scorer's table and he sat down. Maybe because they couldn't allow a sub there. I'm not sure what the deal was there. Here's Bethel backing it out. Jorda for 3. That's good again.
That was a tough shot because Sullivan got right up into his face there as he shot.
Sullivan back.
There we go.
And that's good the other way. Franklin by 1, 16-15. Sullivan now with 6. Yeah, I believe, Jay, he needs 2 points for 1,000. We'll keep an eye on that. Sanchez is called for traveling. 16-15. Caden Sullivan on the verge of getting his name up on a 1,000-point scoring banner here. The 1,000-point club. We believe it's 2 points away. Here's Justice, taking it strong, underneath, up and good.
Nice drive by Samuels, laying it in off the glass.
Samuels now with 8. He's the leading scorer in the game. This is Martin for Sanchez, down low, tipped away,
nice.
Recovered by Catalano. Nico puts it strong. Wow, I thought he maybe traveled. The long jump shot there is no good. Catalano with the rebound up. No! Rebound tipped around and it's on the floor. Good hustle by the Panthers. Great play by Wyatt Herndon. He took a shot in the head, but he's okay. Here's Olmsted back for Sullivan. He goes up. It's blocked and out of bounds. So Allen never did come in.
No, Coach Neely yelling out instructions for them to set up a play here in the offensive end of the court.
Gets it out deep for Caden. He wants to shoot, but cannot. Herndon back to Caden. He'll take a long 3. That is no good.
Pete, don't you think North Andover at least had a scout here last Thursday night, and they're not going to let Caden get as many open shots as he wants, although he gets one there.
He's got 8. I love the way he played that, Jay.
So that Pete was 1,000 for Caden.
Okay, there it is. So we were right.
But the reality is, folks, they're not going to stop this game. They're going to wait till halftime to recognize Caden Sullivan.
Tremendous applause, though. It continues to rain down here.
Yeah.
Jump shot there up, and that's good. That'll stop the crowd. Bethel with 2.
Well, I got to tell you what, it couldn't happen to a better kid.
Oh, absolutely, huh?
And great parents. They're such a good family. It's great to see the success they've all had.
Absolutely. One of the greatest players in Franklin history, Caden Sullivan, has just scored 1,000 points.
And in 3 years.
In 3 years, right. He was out a year.
Yeah.
This is Olmsted shooting 2. These are the first free throws of the game with 4:57 left in the second period. Second one coming.
I want to see, Pete, I thought all along that 1,000th point kind of hanging over Caden Sullivan's head kept him a little tight through that first quarter. I want to see if he really starts letting it flow now. That's out of the way.
It's out of the way. Free throw up, and that's no good. Now another sub comes in. This is, no, it's a starter. He's back in.
Oh, nice
and
steal
there's a steal by Sullivan, and he dunks
and
it.
He dunks it.
1,002 for Caden Sullivan. That was pure adrenaline. They got him up that high.
It absolutely was.
Franklin by 5. The drive there, up and good. That's Bethel. He's got 4.
Only
nice.
a 3-point game here, Pete.
Nice play by Bethel. Here's Justice Samuels. What a first half he's enjoying. A 3-ball by O'Donnell. That's short. Rebound is controlled by Bethel, and he'll dribble it up. A lot of skilled athletes on both teams. 4:06 to go. The steal by Caden Sullivan, and he's fouled by Catalano. Jay, let me show you something. You see who's picking him up? Nick Catalano.
Yeah.
Nico, guess what they'll be? Teammates next year at Endicott College.
Yeah.
That'll be something they do a lot of in years ahead, picking each other up. Nice gesture of sportsmanship by Nico Catalano, and Sullivan will be shooting 2.
Well, Caden hit the ground hard. It's good to see he in being helped up, got right up.
Free throw is good. The Knights have not shot a free throw tonight. Well, Franklin's only shot 3. Made 1. Sullivan now with 11. .403 to go. Franklin by 4. Their largest lead was 8 at 12-4, but we are tied after 1 at 12-12. Caden Sullivan, second of 2 free throws. And that's short. Rebound Jorda. Under 4 to go now in the first half. Jorda, he lays it up and lays it in. Used his left hand. There's a talented player right there. He's got 8. It's a 1-point game. Sullivan takes a bump, and he's now hit. He's going to get 2. The foul on DeRozier, that's 2 on Zach. And Caden Sullivan will be back at the line, shooting 2 more.
And DeRozier certainly did not help Sullivan up.
No, he did not.
I'm going to guess they're not teammates going forward.
Caden Sullivan looking for points 12 and 13. 23-21, Franklin by 2. In the air, nothing but net. Franklin by 3.
So, Pete, the last 1,000-point scorer was Chris Edgehill, who had 14-23 back in 2020.
Free throw is good. Oh, Edgehill was a great player.
Oh, he was.
So talented. I remember one day, Jay, he was 18 for 18 from the line.
Yeah. He was so fun to watch.
Oh, was he talented. There's DeRozier's back. 3:30 left in the first half. Franklin by 4, an offensive foul on Catalano, and he fouled Wyatt Herndon, who was in great position.
Yeah.
That's 2 on Catalano.
The other thing is he got his arm up. They could have come up with something more on that.
In the way of maybe deliberate?
Well, it potentially an intentional.
Yeah. Under 3:30 left in this exciting first half before an absolute packed house here at the beautiful Franklin High Gym. Olmsted. Oh, he takes it out deep. Oh, it's a zone. Is it zone defense?
Yeah.
It's a zone defense. Oh, a nice save by Herndon for Olmsted. Down for Samuels. Justice kicks it over. 10 to shoot.
I thought the coach was going to try to block that
Justice
shot.
spins through the lane, up and no good. And a foul on Olmsted. Not a good foul there on Jake.
No.
That ball just spun off the rim by Justice Samuels. And it'll be inbounded by the Knights. And now Allen comes in, and Olmsted goes out. He's got 2 fouls. You mentioned Zach's injury, but hopefully he'll be okay.
Well, as I said, talking to him pregame, he said he was fine. He was ready to go, which is no surprise.
Here's DeRozers. Catalano playing with 2. Spins through the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound Samuels. Great defense.
Great defense, there by Seth O'Donnell.
And a steal. Coming through, the shot blocked by Samuels. He absolutely stuffed Bethel.
Yeah.
A highlight film block by Justice Samuels, who has the ball now.
And he ended up on his backside there.
For Zach Allen. What a play by Justice. For Caden Sullivan, an intense game going on here. Franklin by 4, 2:13 to go in the second period. All the action there, and it's an Aaron Paul. That ball was...
You know what? I don't think O'Donnell knew it was coming.
Here's Jorda for Sullivan Latuga. Back for Bethel. He can't shoot. This is Catalano. Forces his way up, lays it up, no good. No good. Here comes the Panthers, the Flying Panthers, and there's going to be a foul. Let's see if it's going to be on. It's going to be on Sullivan Latuga, his first. But that's 5 fouls against the Knights here in the second period.
Yeah.
And Sullivan will shoot 2 more. He's 3 for 4 from the stripe. He's got 13 points. He's got 1,005 points in his career. He'll be shooting 2. Nice. Franklin has built it back up to 5. The Knights had cut it to 22-21, but now it's 26-21, 27-21 on the 15th point of the half by the great player, Caden Sullivan.
And Pete, since he hit that mark, the 1,000-point mark, he seems to have kind of loosened his game up.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's all he's heard about the last few days during practice and school.
Catalano, his ball was...
That was over the rim, but that was clearly impacted by Samuels getting up there attempting to block it.
He really altered Catalano's approach to the hoop.
Yeah, I think he's...
Allen for 3, no good.
He's
Rebound.
really gotten in Justice into Catalano's
Sullivan
mind.
for 3, no good. Rebound Herndon, 2 offensive rebounds and the misfire to Catalano. Justice is back, he goes up and he can't stop him this time. Unfortunate sequence of events there. It's a 4-point game. Here's Allen back. Franklin had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, and now Aaron pass again. A nice block by Samuels to Allen. Zach for 3.
Get in there, Zach.
It's good. Allen gives the Panthers a 7-point lead. A 3-ball the other way by DeRozers. And it's down to 4. 30-26, 36 seconds to go. After a quiet start, things have heated up in the scoring column here.
Those are some bright sneakers on those North Andover coaches, huh?
Yes. 22 to go. Sullivan in the paint for the pull-up. It's
nice
good.
Move, Caden.
Sullivan with 17. Franklin by 6 again. Here's Bethel with 8 seconds to go. Picked up by Allen. Bethel, he has it tipped away. It's going to be...
You know what's great to see?
Knights ball.
Is Justice's brother, Jalen, is sitting in the front row, and when they come back on defense, he's yelling at Justice, get there, get there.
It's great. Jorda from 3. No. Oh, he had Sullivan in his face, and that helped. The first half has come to a close here at Franklin.
Yeah.
The score at halftime, Franklin 32, North Andover 26.
I think they're going to do a quick little thing with Caden here. Maybe not. Maybe they'll do it later.
Yeah.
Because Caden doesn't care. He's heading off.
He's having a drink and walking off.
Right. Yeah, he wants to get to the locker room.
So perhaps after the game. And wouldn't it be pleasant if it's with a victory for the Panthers? That would only make it poetic justice. Well, we're going to break away. The high scores in the game for Franklin. Caden Sullivan with 15 and Justice Samuels with 8. There's 23 of their 32. On the other side of the ledger, Brian Jorda with 8 and Nico Catalano with 6 and Trey Martin off the bench with 5. We're going to break away for 9 minutes and then come back for the exciting finish of this. 16 minutes of MIAA Sweet 16 basketball left here on Franklin TV. Your score at halftime is Franklin 32, North Andover 26. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. Stay tuned for more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for the second half, and this is Jay Horrigan along with Pete Royce. Pete, sorry to take your thunder here. Just wanted to let people know, unfortunately, the girls came up on the short end 65-55 to Central Catholic, ending their season.
Well, it was a good run for Coach John Layton. We appreciate all that he's done for the program, and a tough loss for the Panthers up in Lawrence as they go down by 10. That was an 8-9 seed. Here at the Franklin gym, Franklin with a 6-point lead at halftime. And the story, Ben, second chance points for North Andover. That's what kept them in the game, Jay.
Yeah.
They have 10 second chance points to Franklin's 4 in points off turnovers. Franklin, though, with 14 off the 11 turnovers by the Knights, and the Knights only 7 points off the 7 Franklin turnovers. We start the second half. Franklin defending here in the home white.
They've got their normal starters out there, Pete. The Panthers do.
Jorda for 3. That's short. Rebound Samuels for Sullivan. Caden backpedal. He had 17 first half points.
You know, you could just see with this possession with Olmsted right there, the officials are certainly letting the guys play.
Sullivan strong to the
I
hoop.
love the way he switched hands in midair for that one.
Not the first time he's done it. Franklin ties their largest lead of the game. They had it at 12-4. It's 34-26. Sullivan with 19 points. Down low. Up, and what a block by Conlon.
Yeah.
That's a jump ball.
Yeah, good
Joe
call.
Conlon. Steve Motto with the call. On the arrow, it'll go to the Panthers. Conlon with the block.
Great job by Conlon, getting his hand right on the top of the ball, not allowing the North Andover player to release it.
1 minute and 5 seconds into the second half. In the post is O'Donnell. Takes a bump. No foul called. Conlon to O'Donnell. Olmsted loses the ball, gets it back on the floor. He stumbles, gets it over to O'Donnell for 3. It's no good. Tip down off Olmsted. It's going to be Knights ball. 34-26. The Knights, Jay, at halftime stayed in the locker room for 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Wow.
They came out and did not take one shot at halftime. A lot for Coach Paul Tanglis apparently to talk to his team about. The pull-up jump shot there, that's no good. An air ball by DeRochers. Here's Sullivan back. Panthers looking to run. O'Donnell out for Olmsted. Jake to the hoop. Dishes down for Samuel. Reverse layup. No. As Catalano did the job defensively.
Samuels, you could tell, frustrated with himself. That's something he normally makes.
This is Catalano, picked up by O'Donnell. Nico in the paint, dishes it. A corner 3 there. That's no good. And rebound Sullivan. So that was put up by Sullivan Latuga. Ben Sullivan Latuga of the Knights. They have not scored this half. Here's Justice. Face up, down low. O'Donnell in the paint. Reverse layup. No. Sullivan gets a hand on it, but it's controlled by the Knights. This is Bethel. Cross-court pass. Out for a 3 ball there. That's no good. Rebound Olmsted.
I wonder if he saw Samuels coming out of the corner of his eye.
Olmsted for Sullivan for O'Donnell for 3. Rebound Conlon is no good. Rebound Olmsted, no. Rebound Catalano. Catalano is a force. DeRochers to the hoop. What a strong move.
Nice drive by DeRochers. Yeah. Sullivan trying to get everybody involved like he always does.
Sullivan off the paint, no, gets his own rebound. Fake shoots, misses. Rebound, Conlon, no, and he's hammered down.
He's grabbing his ankle.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Hold
boy.
on, people.
He was fouled there hard by Cam Bethel.
It looked like he came down
man.
oddly on it. They're trying to let him get up before Jen comes out.
Oh, man, he was wincing in pain.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hobbling. He wants to shoot the free throws. He wants to stay in the game, but
It does look like, Pete, for me, from here, it looks like he already has one of those braces on his ankle that he
he
turned
does, yeah.
or whatever there.
Yeah, on his right ankle.
Yeah. Herndon's at the table ready to come in for him.
Conlon shooting too. Maybe he'll go out after this. The southpaw, no good.
I wonder how much the ankle affected that shot.
Yeah, absolutely. He tried to walk it off.
He can't get the right balance.
In the air, that is no good. He missed both.
And now he's going to stay in the game,
and
he can
hobbling.
Barely walk.
He's hobbling.
Yeah. If they're smart, they go after him.
Catalano. Jorda. Bethel. 16 to shoot. O'Donnell defending. Out top. Bethel drives, puts it up, and good. Bethel with his 6th point. It's a 4-point game. And O'Connell a little bit better, and coach calls a timeout.
Yeah,
he wants to get him out.
He wants to get him out. He waited till the guys got across half court, till Caden got right in front of the bench and called the timeout where Franklin will inbound the ball.
He's going to the bench, and trainer Jen Edmonds will attend to him at first. Joe gets a drink. He's standing, that's the good news, but he was really favoring that ankle as he walked up court.
Yeah.
34-30. Offensive rebounds in the second half. Franklin with 4 and North Andover with none. Again, our statistician tonight working remote, Stephen Roysowicz. We thank him for his excellent work, providing you with some great insight into the flow of this game. Franklin now overall shooting 14 for 36. 14 for 38, 36%. North Andover 13 for 37, 35%. That's about even. But on three-point shots, Franklin 1 for 10 and North Andover 4 for 15. And that's what they do. They shoot the three. They don't run a lot, but they love that half-court set, and they have some shooters who can fill it. For example, Martin has one, DeRocher has one, and Jorda has 2. So there's 4 there. Those are your 4.
So it'll be interesting, Pete, whether or not it looks like he's going to get his ankle taped. Conlon is. It'll be interesting to see how much he is able to play, but if Franklin is able to pull away at all, do you need him to play?
He took that brace off. Here's Wyatt Herndon back out for Olmsted. Stutter step move in the paint. His floater is good. Jake Olmsted with a nice pull-up.
The team does not lose one bit when Herndon comes in.
The steal by Sullivan. Franklin with numbers. 4 on 3. Caden stops. Will not release. Ball is tapped away and stolen by DeRozier's. Up and good, and he's fouled by Sullivan. Oh, what a sequence of events there.
Sullivan saying he never touched him, but the official had contact.
And so DeRocher made the steal, has a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. He's got 7 points. He can tie scoring honors with Jorda for the Knights if he gets this free throw. And he does not. The ball is tipped off.
Off Samuels, yeah.
Off Samuels. A great defensive play there by Trey Martin.
Well, Justice jumped for that rebound, and it took an extra bounce on that rim, so it threw Justice's timing off.
So the Knights will have it. Down by 4, Catalano. For Bethel.
if you're a Panther fan, this is where you want to see him really tighten up on defense.
Bethel against Samuels. Out deep for Martin in the paint. He goes through the lane, kicks it out. The 3-ball by Jorda. That's no good. Rebound Sullivan. Wyatt Herndon flies into front court. So O'Donnell for 3. It's no good. Rebound DeRozier's. Zach getting through 2. Backs it off. This is Bethel for 3. That is good. Bethel with 9. It's a 1-point game. 36-35. The 3-ball is what has kept the Knights within 1.
Conlon putting his shoe back on his right foot. He got retaped there. So we'll see if he's able to return.
Sullivan back to Olmsted. He'll pull up for 3. That's short. Rebound Catalano. Sullivan gets a hand in there. And here come the Knights with a chance to take the lead. There have been 3 lead changes in the game. There's Bethel and an offensive foul called. It's going to be on DeRozier's, and that's 3 on Zach. So he has 3. Catalano has 2.
It looked like Bethel kind of stuck his shoulder, didn't hold his spot, and kind of stuck his shoulder into Sullivan.
But I think they called it on DeRozier's.
Oh, maybe it was DeRozier's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Nice drive by Olmsted. And he's got 2 quick buckets. Franklin by 3 again with 2:11 to go. Pull-up jump shot for the tie. That is good. Bethel with another triple. We're tied for the 3rd time with 2 minutes left.
Franklin's got to get back into their normal rhythm.
Sullivan is
And
fouled
he gets fouled
by Bethel. That's 3 on Bethel. So some foul trouble beginning to show on the Knights side of the ledger. And Sullivan, who has 1 field goal in this quarter, will be shooting 2 free throws. He's 5 for 6 from the line.
Going to have a sub coming in for North Andover after the first shot.
Sullivan's shot is no good. That is a live rim, I want to tell you that. Rebound, was no rebound there, missed shot. Ben Sullivan Latuga comes in, and going out is Cam Bethel with 12 points. 2 triples here in the last minute or 2. Tied at 38, Sullivan. Give the Panthers a lead. He does. With his 20th point of the game. 1:51 to go in the 3rd period before a packed house here at the Franklin Gym.
What a crowd here, Pete. They're 3-4 deep up on the track. Every seat in the stands is taken.
Catalano spinning through, can't go to work. Back for DeRozier's, playing with 3 fouls. Zach behind the back falls. He slipped rather for Martin. Out deep, this is Jorda for 3. That's what he can do, but he misses. Tip. Nice tip by Samuels, and he's fouled. He's fouled by DeRozier's. That could be 4 on him.
Hold on. You got DeRozier's and Olmsted were exchanging words there.
That's 4 on DeRozier's, and he will come out.
Well, DeRozier's didn't like that call. I'm not sure why. It was a fairly easy call. You or I could have made it, Pete.
I thought there was a clear foul there.
Yeah.
So he's going to come out with 4 fouls with 1:24 to go. Panthers now with a 1-point lead. They've not trailed in this half. This is O'Donnell for Samuels. It's stolen away.
Broken, yeah.
Fast break, a rare fast break. It's thrown away. Intended for Sullivan Latuga, but the errant pass goes astray, and the Panthers will have it with 1:06 to go.
They just don't seem to be comfortable fast breaking, Pete. You were right about them being a very good half-court offensive team.
Yep. Olmsted strong, goes through the lane. He went around.
What a job.
Catalano.
Yeah, what a job of starting to take off and then altering himself so he didn't commit the charge foul there that Catalano was trying to draw.
Catalano was left counting the house. This is Jorda. 36 seconds to go. Bethel, he's got that 3-ball shot. That's a two. Wow, what a quarter for him. He's got 10 in this period. Cam Bethel, wow. He's got 14 in the game.
No shot clock.
1 point lead, 18 to go. Olmsted way out deep near the midcourt stripe. Now with 13 to go. Olmsted drives, kicks it back. Sullivan, it's stolen. Stolen by Latuda, up and good. His first two, and that's going to be a lead for the first time in this half by the Knights as Sullivan Latuga gets his only basket of the game, and it gives the Knights a 1 point lead on the fourth lead change of the game. After three, it's North Andover 42 and Franklin 41.
Pete, this game, it's like two MMA fighters in the octagon going back and forth.
It's going to come down to the last 8 minutes. Some costly turnovers by the Panthers in that period. And they've now turned it over 10 times. Of course, they forced 14 turnovers, so that's a plus, but you don't want it at that critical time where they turned it over with the chance to build a lead that was at 1. And now they're down by 1, 42 to 41, with 8 minutes left in this round of 16. The winner goes to the Elite 8. Franklin shooting tonight, not good. 17 for 43, 43% in North Andover, 18 for 44. But the big is their three difference. On threes, Franklin 1 of 12 for 8%. North Andover 6 of 19 for 31%. You're ready for the final 8.
You know, the Panthers doing a great job. Justice and the four seniors getting together on the court, having a little talk before they start this fourth quarter and encouraging each other to play better so they can move on with their season and have another game.
Bethel, what a quarter he had with 10 points in the third period. He is a senior. This is Catalano with O'Donnell on him. He can't shoot, he goes dumps it on the right side, a three ball there, that's on the top, rebound Olmsted. Jake pushing the ball up. Jake, for a big man, he can run the court. O'Donnell will not shoot, gets it back to Jake Olmsted. For Wyatt Herndon, Wyatt in the paint. For Jake, behind the back with the dribble. Jake goes strong, lays it up left-handed, right-handed, no. Rebound Martin.
Herndon almost had that rebound.
42-41, North Andover with the lead. This is the high-scoring Cam Bethel with the ball. He's their leading scorer with 14. He goes up, no, and he's going to get 2. Foul on Wyatt Herndon, his first.
Pete, when I don't know if you even remember the last time we saw Franklin behind for this long. Not that it's been long, it's been about a minute.
And this late.
Yeah. Other than when they lost there to Zavarian, which obviously they were behind at the end, and they're still behind in that game. So.
Free throw is good. Second free throw is out, no good. And a foul here. It's going to be
I think is going to go against
O'Donnell for pushing off. That's his second. 2 fouls on the Panthers here already in the first 58 seconds of this fourth quarter.
Zach Allen comes back in for Herndon.
And we haven't seen Conlon for a while.
No, not since he went out with the ankle.
This is Bethel. 15 points for Cam Bethel. Takes it strong, kicks it back out. This is Sullivan Latiga. No, rebound, that's going to be a foul on the top for Bethel. That's 4 on him. Four fouls on Cam Bethel. And he's going to be staying in the game with 4.
At this point, why not get the ball to Caden and try to have him work on Bethel? See if he can draw that foul.
Olmsted,
there
nice
it is.
Pass. Sullivan good, and the foul on Catalano. That's 4 on him. No, 3. I'm sorry, that's 3.
What a pass, though. That play was the pass.
Absolutely. And Sullivan knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
We're tied at 43. 4th tie of the game. Sullivan with 22 points now. Give the Panthers a lead. It would be the 5th lead change of the game with the 4 ties. It's in the air. It's short. Rebound tipped around. Samuels
nice
tipped it to
job.
Sullivan. For Olmsted. Jake goes strong, stops, shoots, and scores.
Smart by Olmsted to go to the basket. He was being covered by Bethel. Why not try to get him to commit that 5th?
That's what he did against Shrewsbury all night long, taking it strong. Bethel with 4 fouls. He dishes it out. Sullivan Latuga. Bethel for Catalano. He takes a bump, gets it out deep in the corner. 10 to shoot. Now a cross-court pass. Bethel will launch the 3 ball and miss. Rebound is tipped around. It's going to be a foul here.
It's going to go against, I believe, Zach Allen.
It is. It's on Allen. That's 1 on Allen. Franklin with a couple of fouls in the rebounding skirmishes, Jay.
Yeah, it looked like Zach maybe got a hold of his arm while he went in there for the ball.
So it's a 2-point Franklin lead with 5:48 to go in the ball game. For an absolutely packed house here. Great student body turnout over as well. Samuels with the steal, and he cannot save it. He thought he had, but Ryan Anderson was right there. Some of the fans pointing out to the spot on the floor where we stood, but Anderson says no, he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Turnover against the Panthers, a costly one perhaps.
We did not have a good angle on that from where we are.
His body was blocking the court.
Yeah. Anderson, the officials right on top of it, so.
Bethel in the paint, dishes it out. Sullivan Latuga. Catalano, he drives, he shoots, he misses. Rebound is by Olmsted.
Wow, he just overpowered that shot.
Olmsted again charges through. It's good, and he's fouled.
And that's on Gorda.
That's on Jorda. And for Jorda, that's number 2. I thought maybe they're going to call it on Catalano. Jay, this is what Olmsted did against Shrewsbury. Just taking it so strong time and time again to the hoop. Franklin has scored the last 6 points to go from 2 down to 4 up with 5:14 to go. Jake Olmsted now with a quiet 10 points. Not so quiet. He's been so strong near the hoop. And all of his points have come in the second half.
You know, and it's good to have him in a game where he has not gotten in foul trouble yet. You know, the last couple of weeks he would get in early foul trouble.
Free throw by Olmsted is good. He's got 11. Franklin by 5. Timeout called by Coach Paul Tanglis. And this crowd is standing, Jay, on the court. They're standing.
Well, that's as I call it, the Father Mafia right there that's all standing up, along with other parents.
So Franklin trailed it 41 to 43, and now they lead it 48 to 43. Wow. 7 straight by the Panthers at crunch time. Taking a look at the scoring summary, Caden Sullivan with 22. He made a fantastic hoop there a few minutes ago. Olmsted now with 11, so he's in double figures, and Samuels with 8. For the North Andover Knights, Cam Bethel now with 15, and Catalano averaging 16 points a game. He has 6 at halftime. He has 6 with 5:10 left in the game.
That's Franklin. Their defense. Both teams have 3 fouls this quarter, so statistically, both teams at some point will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
A small point, Jay. Franklin's last game was Thursday. You know what the team did on Friday? They went to see North Andover play. How about that?
Does not surprise me one bit.
5:10 to go in this one. 48 Franklin, 43 North Andover. This is a 16 seed North Andover against the 1 seed Franklin Panthers. North Andover has lost 5 of their games to a top 6 team in the state, Jay. That's how good they've been.
Yeah.
That's how their losses have been so difficult. That's why they're so good. DeRocher's back in the game with 4.
And we've talked about how good the league is that they play in.
Yes. Here's Bethel. 10 to shoot. This is Trey Martin. Takes a bump, puts it up, in. Trey Martin off the bench. He's given them a nice 7 points.
Good effort there defensively by Zach Allen, just unable to keep the ball from going into the basket.
And no foul by Allen, which would have been their 4th.
Yeah.
And that would quickly put a bonus time. Here's Samuels. He hangs it up and scores.
He is so good at that, Pete. He has such control of his body when he gets up in the air.
Tremendous hang time by Justice Samuels. He's in double figures now with 10. Franklin by 5 again. DeRochers. He'll fake. Catalano back to DeRochers. It's going to be a foul called on the Panther. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Olmsted. So now he's got 3, Jay, starting to get into that dangerous territory. And
players hurt.
It's Zach DeRochers who's down. And he
needs the trainers.
Jen comes out. Trainer Jen will come out. And I'm not sure. Did he take a blow to the stomach?
Not sure. I didn't see it. There were a couple of bodies ended up on the floor. And we had the call against Franklin.
Yeah, he'll be shooting if he can.
Which we did have 2 whistles on that. 2 officials both
blew
the whistle.
They did look at each other for a moment.
Well,
though.
the mechanic is, Pete, you look at each other to see which guy's going to take the call.
And happy to say DeRochers is up. It's his right arm stretching it out with the windmill action. DeRochers, if he can go, will be shooting 2.
He can't.
Now, if he can't, who gets to shoot the free throw?
It's whoever his sub is. He is not able to shoot because they had to call a trainer out to the court.
Uh-huh. He's still out there, though. He wants to shoot, Jay.
Oh, of course he wants to.
And he's going to. Or is he?
Nope.
He's not.
He can't.
Okay, he can't.
The rule is if you have to have a coach or a trainer come out to the court, you have to be taken out of the game.
Oh, he was hanging around at that line for a while. This is Angel Sanchez. He hasn't scored tonight. He's a junior. Pressure on him. It's no good. DeRochers had taken 1 free throw as well, and he missed it. Here's Sanchez for his second. Franklin by 5. DeRochers, Sanchez, the junior, it's good. So he makes 1 of 2, and DeRochers will come back in.
He's got to go out. He can't come in.
Can't go in.
They're telling him that. He's got to wait a tick of the clock.
Okay. So he goes back out. Now the officials having a word here. That's Steve Mata talking to Dan Murphy. And Paul Tanglis, the coach, wants to know what's going on. So C.J. Neely comes in.
Boy, and you never see C.J. do that. Or very rarely.
DeRochers with that right arm still kind of favoring it. He's going to bring him in.
Maybe they're going by the fact that during a foul shot, the ball's dead, and then it becomes live when you give it to the shooter. Dead when it goes through the basket.
Allen for Sullivan's got position, goes up with the floater. What a tremendous shot by Caden Sullivan. Franklin by 6 again. His coach C.J. Neely fired up. Here's DeRochers. Looks okay after that tough foul. Bethel, stutter step move. He floats it up, no. And the foul is on Justice Samuels for Justice, his second. And Bethel will shoot
going to be the 5th team foul. So North Andover will shoot the rest of this game.
And there's a lot of time left too. And on the other side, North Andover's only committed 3 fouls.
Yeah.
Bethel with his 3rd and 4th free throw, he's 1 for 2. Nothing but net. 16 for Bethel. It's a 5-point game with 3:41 to go. Cam Bethel. 12 points here in the second half. Make it 13. He's got 17. Franklin by 4 with 3:36 to go. Samuels. Look out. Oh, he took a bump but no call for Olmsted. Jake stops, pull up the jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Bethel.
Olmsted just didn't look comfortable that entire possession.
DeRozier's for 3. It's no good. Justice Samuels with a nice bound for Sullivan. Franklin looking to run. Caden with a move up and no good. Rebound Catalano.
We're going to get to the 3-minute mark here.
Bethel back, spinning through the lane, can't shoot. No foul, it goes back to Bethel inadvertently. Picked up by Zach Allen with under 3 to go. Bethel can't shoot, down low, all alone there. The shot is up and good. What a move by Trey Martin. He's been a big lift for that team. He's got 9 off the bench.
2-point lead, 2:40 left.
Franklin 52. And Sullivan, that's a backcourt violation.
Yep.
Yes, it is. That's a good call by Ryan Anderson. It went off of Sullivan's chest. He went to recover it and he stepped in the backcourt. A big turnover for the Panthers.
Yeah, good mechanics by the officials to be in the right position to see that.
DeRozier's. His team down by 2. Jorda. Catalano. Spinning his way through. Up, it's up, it's no good. It's good. He's called for steps.
By the way, 2 officials called him for traveling, not 1.
And how about the defense by Seth O'Donnell?
Yeah. And keeps the lead at 2 for the Panthers with the ball, 2:15 left.
Olmsted, he's been a force in this game. Allen cannot shoot. Takes it strong, dishes it for O'Donnell for 3. It's no good. Rebound is going to be on the floor. I think it's against the Knights. Who's it going to be on? It's going to be on DeRozier's. That could be 5 if I have it right. He's fouled out with 2:07 to go. So he's playing with 4. He's out. He was injured, but he came back from that injury. Now he picks up his 5th foul, and also importantly, it's now the 4th team foul.
Yeah.
So after this, both teams will be shooting 2 the rest of the way, but now only 2:07 to go. Franklin 52.
I think Sanchez is coming in for him.
And North Attleboro 50. So Joe Conlon has not come back from that ankle injury. He's sitting on the bench. And it's going to be no shots involved. Franklin will have it out of bounds for Olmsted. New shot clock at 35. For Justice in the paint. He stops. He's going to put it up. It's good, and he's fouled on the play.
Sanchez fouls Samuels on that. Samuels is able to put the ball in the basket in a chance for a traditional 3-point play, but more importantly to open the lead to 5 with 2:03 left.
And Samuels now with 12 points. His left-handed free throw is in the air. It's good. Franklin by 5. DeRozier's, their point guard, is out of the game. And Paul Tangos needs to take a timeout. I love the way Justice just waited for his opportunity. He didn't rush it. He was in the paint. He took his time and got the best shot possible.
But he's done that all year, Pete.
Yeah.
He's not someone that forces stuff.
Shooting here tonight, Franklin 23 of 53, 43%. North Andover 20 of 50, 51, 39%. On 3 balls, Franklin still 1 of 3. That's only 7%. 1 of 13 from 3 balls. And North Andover, they live with the 3. 6 of 23, 26%. Rebounds, Franklin 33. And North Attleboro 32. And point turnovers, Franklin 11, North Attleboro 15. Points off turnovers, Franklin has scored 21 points off the 15 North Attleboro turnovers, and North Andover has scored 11 off the Franklin 11 turnovers. Both teams had their biggest leads to start the game. Since then, neither team has had a run of any length. It's been that close, but now it's a 5-point lead with 2 minutes straight up before a packed house here at the beautiful Franklin High Gym. It'll be Sanchez to inbound it below us.
CJ having a little discussion with official Dan Murphy there.
And here it is, Sanchez. Into the backcourt it comes. Remember, their point guard is out, DeRozier's. This is Bethel. He can play just about any position. He's that good. Catalano. Jorda. And it's going to be a foul off Sullivan. Oh, it looked like a clean touch there. That's going to be 2 free throws for the high-powered shooting forward for North Andover, Ryan Jorda. His first trip to the line, he'll get 2. Remember, all free throws from here on out. Jorda with 8 points, all in the first half. His shot is good. More importantly, well, just as important, it stops the clock.
North Andover shooting 57% from the foul line to Franklin's 54%.
And shot is no good. Samuels with the rebound. So Franklin has it by 4 with 1:43 to go in the game. Every possession so crucial. Allen. A whistle and a timeout call.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach liked the fact that that was
I don't think
potential
the way it was, that play was progressing. The guys had they weren't moving around the court great, and I think he sensed that Allen wasn't 100% sure what to do.
It's an interesting stat from Stephen J. Franklin, 24% of their shots are threes, but 45% of North Andover shots are from three-point land.
Wow.
That's what they do. Remember, one player in particular, Jorda, had 23 attempts in a recent game for North Andover, and he buried 11. Here's the set. We'll reset it for you. Franklin 55, North Andover 51. Timeouts left. Franklin with 3, North Andover with 2. The fouls were in the bonus both ways, and it'll be Franklin and North Attleboro for the final 94 seconds. The winner goes on to the Elite Eight to play the winner of Bridgewater Raynham against Boston Latin.
We hope it's the final 94 seconds. There is a chance.
There's always an OT.
You're telling me there's a chance. Yep.
So,
what a difference, though, Pete. Last Thursday night, such an easy win for the Panthers. And this is not bad for them to be in a game like this, especially if they're able to pull it out. It makes them more tournament ready going forward.
Let's watch what happens in the final 94. It's Olmsted in his own backcourt. He's got to cross over. For a big guy, he can do a good job handling the ball. Sullivan down low. He's double teamed. He gets it for Samuels. Reverse layup. He's good, and a foul on the play.
That's on Catalano, Pete.
That's 4 on Catalano. Oh, what a play by the Panthers. We said in the open how that extra pass was going to make the difference, Jay.
These guys are able, between Sullivan and Samuels, the passing they're able to do in traffic under the basket is just tremendous.
Samuels misses it. Rebound controlled by Martin. He's had a strong game for them off the bench. 1:18 to go. Bethel. Picked up by Samuels. Bethel cannot shoot. Back to Catalano. Back to Bethel. In the paint. He drives, lays it up and in. Oh, he's got some talent. Bethel. It's a 4-point game.
1 minute left.
Allen in his own backcourt. Got to cross the line.
Over.
He does. Double team there. Somebody's open. It's Samuels in the corner. Olmsted.
By the way, Zach Allen looks like that ankle is more than fine.
Oh, the steal by Catalano.
And there's going to be a call. That's going to go against, I believe, Catalano.
Oh, wow.
No,
it's going to be on Martin. Only his first.
Yeah, Trey Martin.
But 2 free throws coming for Jake Olmsted.
Yeah.
He's 1 for 3 from the line. 46.3 seconds to go in the game. Franklin by 4. Olmsted shoots and misses. Another free throw coming. Right now it's a 2-possession game. Second free throw by Olmsted. That is good.
At least one good bounce there.
He gets the shooter roll. Franklin by 5. Bethel. 41 seconds to go. Bethel for 3. It's up. It's no good. Rebound.
And now they're going to have to
O'Donnell.
foul. Now they're going to have
Sullivan,
to foul.
he takes a bump, and that is going to be on Bethel. He's fouled out.
That was a key defensive possession to try to keep them for scoring. By them not scoring, North Andover not scoring, that forced Bethel to commit that foul there.
He didn't want to. If you're the Knights, you don't want it to be him, but he had to stop the play. And he's fouled out. What a game, Jay.
Yeah,
can't say
tremendous.
enough about him. He's very talented. He's got 19 points, and he had 15 in the second half. And Sullivan will be shooting two shots. He's got 24 points.
See in the stands, Foxborough coach John Gibbs and his son, who is a former student of my daughter Anna's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sullivan, hush Jim, it's good. 25 for Sullivan, Franklin by 6.
This is what Sullivan's built for.
Oh, you're
and
right,
this is
Jay.
what he wants. He wants to be there at the line shooting these key free throws.
Hush Jim. Broken by the sound of the ball swishing the net. Franklin by 7. This is Martin in the paint, and he
That's
picks
going
up
to
a
be on
foul.
Olmsted.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah, his arms came down a little bit as Martin went to the basket.
So Olmsted now with 4, but only 28.6 seconds to go. Franklin by 7, but the clock is stopped. Trey Martin off the bench has 9 points. He can get into double figures.
By the way, I'm sure it wasn't on camera, but just watching Coach Neely, when one of the officials came up the court, CJ was on the court faking, showing him how the guy traveled.
Okay.
I haven't seen CJ make moves like that in a year.
Martin makes 1 of 2. Sullivan with the rebound, and he's fouled. And the foul is going to be on Sullivan Latuga, and Caden Sullivan will be shooting 2.
Now, I know North Andover has had a couple of kids foul out, but it's pretty impressive. They have got, I believe, 2 sophomores on the court here at crunch time. Martin.
And the ball misses.
And Sullivan Latuga.
Ball by Sullivan rolls off. He can make it a 3-possession game if he buries one here with 27.1 seconds to go. Franklin by 6. It's in the air. It's good. 27. Franklin on defense now with 23 seconds to go. Out for Sanchez. Sanchez in the paint, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound for O'Donnell. Over to Sustis for Olmsted.
Get it to Sullivan, yeah.
Sullivan, and he's fouled by Sanchez.
Yeah. 11.3, 7-point lead that should be enough, but you never know. It's high school basketball, so you never know.
Sullivan with 27 points. Again, the gym quiets for a moment. Good. 28. This ties the Panthers with their largest lead.
First time tonight, number 4, Joey Poor is coming into the game, and Catalano goes out.
Catalano goes out, and he's a senior. His career looks like it's over. He'll be playing with this guy on the line, Caden Sullivan, next year at Endicott College. They'll be teammates. Today, they're opponents. Sullivan misses. Rebound controlled by Martin. 9 seconds to go. Sullivan Latuga.
Now the fact is,
he'll heave one up. It's an air ball with 1 second to go. And this is going to be all over. And Herndon's going to come in. I think Caden's going to come out. What a move by Coach C.J. Neely. What a move by Neely to get him out of the game.
Yeah,
look at the
great
hug.
job, yeah.
Oh, tremendous.
They still have.
It's all over.
They will have, Pete, one more home game.
Yes, they will.
Because they're the number 1 seed, so.
Franklin wins it 62-54. Caden Sullivan took a bow after he scored his 1,000th point in the first half. He finishes with 28. He's got 1,020. And Franklin, Jay, not easy, but they win it 62-54.
Yeah.
They'll play the winner of Boston Latin versus Bridgewater Raynham, which is favored in that game.
So I did see the BR coach here tonight. He was here scouting. So, awesome job.
Okay, that's going to do it. I'd like to thank you fans for tuning in. I'd like to thank our production crew, Ben McBride, the student intern, and Chris Leverone. From my broadcast partner, Jay Horrigan, our statistician, Stephen Royswich, the final score for the final time tonight as Franklin moves on to the Elite Eight. They win it over North Andover, 62-54. Till next time, so long, neighbors.